A performance is a struggle. You have to win. The audience is the enemy. We have to bring you to your knees because we're right. If I'm worried about what you are thinking about me, I can't win. I beg. I cringe for your favor instead. Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. Art is domination. You have to make them beg for you. Dominate them. Domination. It is making people think for that precise moment in time. There is only one voice. Yours. Hello, I'm Dina Emerson, and I would be playing Maria Callas in her older years as the teacher in Masterclass. I hope you can join us when we are able to present our play.
Hello, I'm Marcy Lai, and I'll be singing the role of Sharon in Masterclass. And my favorite line from the show doesn't actually belong to my character, but rather to Maria Callas. And this is an actual quote from the artist, and it has followed me my entire professional career since I was an apprentice at Pittsburgh Opera, where it was thumbtacked on a bulletin board in our rehearsal space. There are no shortcuts in art. There is only technique, discipline, and courage. And that line really resonated with me, and it must have resonated with Terrence McNally too. So stay well, stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you in the theater soon. Ciao.
Hello, my name is Miguel Alaska. I was cast as Tony Candolino in Vegas City Opera's would-be production of Masterclass by Terrence McNally. And so my character's favorite line that I have in the show, I kind of need to set up the scene that leads up to it. So Tony is this really cocky young tenor, and he's thinking to himself, man, I got a masterclass with Maria Callas, so I must be the, you know? He's confident in his technique, and he knows his music, and he's got it all memorized. So he's thinking he's just going to walk in there and blow her away, and that's it. That's the end of that. And so he finally has the class with Maria, and then as the class goes on, you realize that Tony doesn't really know the context of the aria that he's singing for her, because she asks him things like, what's happening in the scene? What happened before the scene? What's the translation to what you're saying? To which he all says, I don't know. And this really ticks Maria off because it's obvious, it's very telling of Tony's sort of service level personality and ego, because he essentially confesses to her that I just came in here to blow you away with my voice. And that really ticks her off. So at some point in the scene, Maria gets angry and just tells him to leave. To which he finally says no. And so that's the point where Maria's like, oh, this kid has more to him than what he lets on. And then he finally says my favorite line of his, which he says, I want to sing. I want to sing well. I know I've got a voice, and I know it's not enough. I want to be an artist. And so I was reading this line when I was learning the role, and I was like, was I typecast, or what's going on, you know? But I realized that this line, even though it says I want to be a good singer, I want to sing well, I think it's a line that speaks to any performer, really, because when you perform, you want to be able to touch an audience. And part of that is putting the work into it, and because anybody can have perfect technique, anyone can memorize words, anybody can learn music, but it takes that sort of extra little bit to really reach an audience. And people come to see live theater and live shows because they want to feel something, and if they don't feel anything, then why would they want to come see you? So I think this is the moment where Tony realizes that he needs to put in that extra bit of work and that extra bit of effort and that little bit of digging deeper that I personally struggle with all the time. I'm sure a lot of performers do, but it's that moment that I think he realizes it's that kind of work that separates a good performer from a great performer.
Hi, my name is Emily Kirk and Stevenson, and I was going to play Sophie De Palma in Vegas City Opera's production of Masterclass. Sophie speaks to me in so many ways, and I thought I would read the final words she says before she leaves the stage. Thank you. I thought she was going to critique me more. I guess she really liked me. Now, how do I get off the stage? They should teach us that. They should teach us a lot of things they don't. These lines speak to me so much as I've tried to navigate my operatic career. There are a lot of things that you learn when you're thrown in the fire that maybe you think you're really good at in a college classroom, and then you get out in the world and you're like, oh my gosh, I know nothing. So I'm sad we didn't get to share our production with you, and I know that one day we will be able to bring Terrence McNally's fabulous work to you. Thank you so much.